Among the most remarkable figures thrown up by India down the centuries are Shankaracharya and Swami Vivekananda. Many things about Shankara are controversial, beginning with the age in which he lived. He could have lived in the 6th century BCE or in the 8th century CE or anywhere between the two, or even in the 8th century BCE. I do not intend to get entangled in the controversies. Shankara is looked upon as the greatest philosopher of the Advaita school. About 300 texts are attributed to him. He established the great Shankara Mathas. He simplified rituals. He systematized Advaita philosophy. He went on Digvijayas across the length and breadth of the subcontinent. He took part in debates and discussions. He died at the age of 32. When we come to Vivekananda, we are on firmer ground. We know for sure that Swami Vivekananda was born in 1863 and that he attained Samadhi in 1902. Just as Shankaracharya founded the Shankara Mathas, Swami Vivekananda founded the Ramakrishna Mission and also organizations like the Vedanta Society of New York and the Vedanta Society of San Francisco. The electrifying Chicago address of Swami Vivekananda in 1893 generated a tectonic shift in the perceptions of the West towards India. If Shankara's Digvijayas were confined to the subcontinent, Vivekananda's Digvijayas went beyond the frontiers of the subcontinent. Of course, he traveled the length and the breadth of the country. He also traveled widely abroad. It would hardly be an exaggeration to say that the Digvijayas of Vivekananda were not just national but also global. Swami Vivekananda gave innumerable speeches and addresses, delivered lectures, including at such prestigious universities as Harvard. He interacted with numerous intellectuals and religious leaders. Doubts can be expressed about how Shankaracharya could author so many books. According to some versions, some 300 texts. But the collected works of Swami Vivekananda comprises 9 volumes. And there cannot be any controversy about the authorship of the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. Again, doubts can be expressed about Shankaracharya being enthroned on the Sarvajna Pitha, the throne of omniscience. Swami Vivekananda, his voracious reading, his prodigious memory, his near omniscient knowledge, they are all very well recorded. It appeared that there was hardly anything that he did not know, and also that he possessed a photographic memory. What is the secret behind these astounding achievements, these amazing achievements of Shankaracharya and Swami Vivekananda? There is no one secret. There are a number of secrets. and we shall try to identify them. The first of these is focus, unwavering focus. Most of us have too many interests, too many priorities, too many distractions. We are enslaved to our gadgets. We are addicted to Netflix or Amazon Prime. We passionately follow the latest political scandals. We are mad about cricket or football or some other sport. We have our favorite news channels. We have so many priorities that ultimately we end up with no priority. On the other hand, both Shankaracharya and Swami Vivekananda had only one interest, one priority, one passion, and it was an all-consuming passion at that, and it was Advaita Vedanta. The first secret behind the astounding achievement, the amazing achievement of Swami Vivekananda and Shankaracharya, who came before him, is focus, unwavering focus. Swami Vivekananda exhorted, and I quote, "Take up one idea, make that one idea your life," unquote. If there is only one idea before you throughout your life, it is very unlikely that you do not attain it. If you ask only one thing of life, life cannot deny that one thing to you. Take up one idea, make that one idea your life. And a little later, Vivekananda says, just leave all the other ideas alone. It is not enough that you take up one idea and make that one idea your life. You should be ready to discard all the other ideas. Reject all the other ideas. If there is only one idea in your life, it is impossible for you to fail. In verse 176 of Viveka Chudamani, Shankara famously metaphorizes the mind as a great tiger prowling around the forest of sense pleasures. Let me try to remember the exact words. Mano nama mahavyagro vishayaranya bhumishu. This is what Shankara says. In the forest of sense pleasures, there prowls a huge tiger called the mind. I repeat, in the forest of sense pleasures, there prowls a huge tiger called the mind. It is highly significant that Shankara uses the tiger metaphor. The tiger is huge, strong, powerful, energetic, and it goes without saying that if the tiger is not distracted by sense pleasures, if the tiger is provided with focus, commitment, dedication, the tiger can achieve the impossible. It can be stated with certainty that whatever Shankara achieved, that whatever Vivekananda achieved, would have been impossible but for their gurus. Shankara found his Guru in Govinda Bhagavat Pada, whom he met on the banks of the Narmada. Govinda is mentioned in the opening stanza of Viveka Chudamani. Similarly, Vivekananda found his Guru in Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, whom he met in Dakshineshwar. A chance remark by a teacher in the college prompted Vivekananda to visit Dakshineshwar in order to see Ramakrishna with his own eyes. And ultimately, Vivekananda accepted Ramakrishna as his Guru. It is not enough that we speak of the Guru. We have to point out that the Guru himself had a Guru, that the Guru belonged to a sampradaya or a tradition. Thus, Govinda Bhagavat Pada was the disciple of Gaudapada, and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa belonged to the Dasanami sampradaya. He was an Ekadandi sannyasi. Hence, both Shankara and Vivekananda received not merely the guidance of the Guru, not merely the blessing of the Guru, but the guidance, the blessing of the sampradaya or the tradition. The superhuman feats of Shankaracharya and Swami Vivekananda would have been impossible but for the grace of the divine. Both Shankara and Vivekananda had divine grace and had it in abundance. What is important is that both deserved divine grace. They constantly sought divine grace. They prayed. They meditated. They carried out penances. They were always seeking the grace of the divine. And they got what they sought. They knew that nothing is possible without the grace of the divine. They asked for the grace of the divine, and they got it in abundance. This is one of my favorite quotes from Swami Vivekananda. If you have infinite patience and perseverance, success is bound to come. Unquote. I repeat, if you have infinite patience and perseverance, success is bound to come. Unquote. There is enough evidence in the works of Shankara to suggest that India, that Bharatvarsha, was passing through troubled times. Sanatana Dharma faced challenges from almost all directions. But Shankara was never intimidated by the mission that he set for himself. He worked patiently. He persevered patiently, and success came to him. Something similar can be said of Swami Vivekananda as well. When Vivekananda was born, India was a subject nation. Not just that, Sanatana Dharma was facing complex challenges. Vivekananda never felt overawed by the grand mission that he had chosen as the mission of his life. He worked with infinite patience. He persevered with infinite patience, and success came to him. The point is that one of the reasons why Shankara and Vivekananda were able to achieve so much in so short a while is that they were patient workers. Not merely patient workers, they were passionate in their perseverance. Now the question arises how you can seek inspiration from them. You can try to walk in their holy footsteps by accepting inputs from their life and work. First of all, you can try to work with unwavering focus. Try to reduce your areas of activity. Try to put an end to all your distractions. Focus on the most important thing in your life constantly, day and night, day in and day out. You can try to find a guru, you can try to find a mentor who will guide you, who will support you, who will place the richness of his experience at your disposal. You can constantly try to get the grace of the divine by praying, by meditating, by fasting, by carrying out penance. Please remember that whoever genuinely desires the grace of the divine will most certainly receive the same. Finally, you can work with dogged patience and dogged persistence. Without patience, without persistence, Shankara would certainly not have achieved what he did. And it is true of the case of Vivekananda as well. You should work with infinite patience. You should persevere with infinite patience. One last suggestion. May I suggest that if you really want to walk in the sacred footsteps of Shankara and Vivekananda, you may keep the pictures of these two great gurus, Shankara and Vivekananda, in your room. The very presence of these pictures is bound to fill the room with positive energy, is bound to provide you with unparalleled inspiration.